everybody. Good to see you. The first thing I want to do before I forget is remind everybody that if you haven't registered for the spring conference, which is actually our spring meeting, I can hardly see you all. In Clemson, it is week after next. Can't believe it's already coming up. April 13th, Friday the 13th, that's easy to remember, and Saturday, April 14th. And we do have day passes as well. The concept for the spring meeting, since it's a SAR year, where we get together with North Carolina and Georgia and have a huge conference in the fall, which will be in September in Atlanta. And I think you've probably seen the information in the newsletter, but we'll be getting more information to you out that as soon as we finish with the spring meeting. The concept is on the big SAR years, we have a very small mini conference. And this year, of course, it's the rededication or the dedication of the completion of Lee Hall. And Tom Pfeiffer will be coming down. He also was the jury chair for the Saturday evening on April 14th. We'll be in a few weeks, right here. Trying to find parking spots, still breathing. Joe Moore will be presenting the jury for the design jury. Tom Pfeiffer and Joe Moore, and two other Clemson grads, Mario Gooden, I'm trying to remember who the fourth one was, sat on a jury and did coach for us this year, and unbuilt, and design awards. So that was, actually, it's going to be a great presentation. We're actually going to be in the wedge at Lee 3. So if you haven't had a chance to go up to Clemson, this would be a great opportunity to do that, and then also get some HSWs, and we're also going to have some GBCI credits as well. And all that stuff is on the website. So just go to AIA.org, AIASC.org, and you can get more information and details on the conference. But the reason why Steve and I thought it was very important for us to come to you today, and Steve, you want to quickly do a little presentation with me, is because this year, in November 2012, is a huge election year for us here for the state legislators. So even though I don't want to pull another kind of grassroots Jim Raines thing and keep talking pack every time you see me, this year is as important as it's ever been. Some of our key allies at the State House, veterans, senior people, committee chairs, they're all up for re-election, and some of them are actually trying to weigh whether they're going to run for re-election or not, opposition from outside forces, out of South Carolina forces, that is. And with all that money being thrown at them, they're not even sure if they're going to be able to make it out of the primary. So I don't think we've ever had an election as important as what will be coming up this November. We have raised about a third, somewhere around 30 to 33% of our goal this year for contributions to be able to give out after the primaries are over. So obviously that means we're still a long way to go. And so I encourage each and every one of you, I'm not joking, $5, $10, it really doesn't matter. We're in the process of trying to get it worked on the state website with our electronic payment system so that you could sign up for $5 to take it out of your checking account every month. I hope to have that in the works in the next month or two. But until then, I encourage you all to please, whatever it is, please contribute. We're desperate to get these funds so that we can start identifying the key legislators that we need to support come November. So that's my little spiel. And then Steve, I guess I'll just give you a little update on what has been going on the state level.
Well, Tom Hund said he was disappointed to be sitting across from somebody that was here to raise funds, and but that aside, we have a state ARCA PAC, or PAC, and it's been asked, do we give it to Republicans, do we give it to Democrats, who do we give it to? And you have a committee that will be helping with that decision, but we give not according to party, but we give according to the people that we think will further our interests. This is a difficult time, a difficult profession for us all to be in. It's in some ways been a battered profession. And all the time there are renewed threats to what we're trying to do. A few things our State AIA has been strong advocates for, and we've been lobbying for behind the scenes. It's been quite a move for stock school plans in the past 2-3 years. That fortunately has died back and died down, and we think may be gone at least in the near future for good. Interior designers continue their quest for licensure, and in and of itself, that's not such a big deal. Perhaps we want those professionals to have recognition, but what we've been told they want to do is to do many of the things that we as architects do. So they want to be able to coordinate structural engineers and mechanical engineers and all too. So we've opposed that, and successfully so. So these are but a few of the things that your state board has been pursuing, and it's so helpful to have funding to be able to support a candidate who can provide access, can be on your side, become an advocate. We need advocates, and so I can't emphasize this enough. We set a target of trying to get an average of $30 per member per year. That's not a lot of money. It's a cup of coffee a day. You probably heard that pitch from National Public Radio as well, but this is something that's valuable and important, an integral part of what you're trying to do as a professional. I would also encourage you to support the state, the national PAC as well, but today we're here to ask for donations for the state PAC. Flying out from grassroots a couple of weeks ago, ran into the staunchest advocate of the port, Mayor Riley. I saw him at the airport, and he's up there, but lobbying incessantly for improved ports and port dredging. But so is your AIA, and that's one of the things we're advocating to our national leaders, but doing that at the state level. So again, very, very important. Adrienne's going to man that door. I'm going to man that door. And we're going to make sure you don't leave until you've signed a pledge card. So with that, I don't want to take any more time away from Mayor Riley's presentation, but please consider it, and please pledge. Thanks.